Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a continuation to the short story series that I've been doing, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 8. Now as usual guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and because you guys have been smashing the like goal guys, 100 likes as normal, and if you guys reach it, all good. If you guys don't, I'm still going to bring the water out, but I'll appreciate it if you guys reach the 100 likes. And knowing that guys, stay tuned for Sunday, because I'll be doing a list for my schedule for my what ifs next week, so stay tuned. And knowing that guys, I've wasted your time enough, let's get into this next part of this what if anyway, and that is What If Deku Had a Super Copy Quirk, Part 8. Now of course, let our story begin. So when I last left off, Izuku pretty much owned everyone in the first test, to be honest. It was like it was nothing for him. At the moment him and Bakugo saw that the tunnel was going to be the first obstacle, as President Mike said go, Izuku opened the portal, ended up in front over the zero pointers, destroyed them like they were nothing now. He flew over the minefield, making sure wiped that out so people, it makes it easier for everyone else, and he ended up being first place by miles. And from there guys, let us begin. Now as Zuku's standing, well, floating in the middle of the arena, everyone's like shocked to see him. They're like, whoa. Midnight's like, damn, Zuku's just standing there. And as he looks around, he sees multiple quirks, and it starts to go through a rush in his head. But what goes down is, as he sees all these multiple quirks, it's like he looks over and sees that Todoroki and Bakugo are gonna not be far. He can feel their energy, or where they are anyway. And so Zuku stands there, and as he's standing around looking at everyone, Midnight's like, what are you doing, kid? And then she realizes, oh, she's interrupting his copy process. And she goes, sorry about that. Zuku's looking around, he's looking at everyone's quirks, and you can't believe all these abilities that are around him. A lot of these abilities that can help counteract certain weaknesses in his teams, you know. Team 1A, he's seen a lot of Team 1A's potential weaknesses through these guys, these other people that have quirks all throughout the stadium. He's copying them all, so he went from having 220 so like I'm just gonna say 1,000 different quirks, you know, because that whole stadium's ridiculously packed, so it'll be way more than 1,000. But just to lowball it guys, 2,000 quirks. But he's not gonna use them all like crazy, okay? His stockpile he can use all the time, but the other ones they're just floating around within his quirk. But let's go down. As Suzuki's looking over, he sees people that have certain things that can help people in his class for their quirks. Like for instance, Kirishima, that the person there that can help him with his ability to shoot projectiles out of his hardened skin, you know, or Kaminari, there's a person that can absorb electricity instead of just sending it out and all that stuff. Even someone with the abilities to help Mineta by stretching his arms out. See, that'll be useful for someone that just sticks out sticky balls. See, all these things, Izuku's looking at them and it's blown his mind. He's keeping it, he uses creation and manifests multiple books in front of him. Everyone's like, what is he doing? And he uses his creation again to make multiple pencils. And just like he does, as he's writing down one book, all these books are writing down all the quirks he's seen. And everyone else like, whoa, what's with this kid? Over the mic, Aizawa goes, this kid is the copy hero known as Deku. He is the most powerful student to ever grace UA. Unfortunately for All Might, he eclipses All Might by miles and miles ahead. Everyone's like, copy hero Deku? Hey, is that powerful? But wait, what is he doing? Oh, and Aizawa goes, oh, I forgot to mention you. He's a massive hero nerd, so he can see all you guys' quirks and write them all down. Yeah, that's what he does. So if you guys want to understand your quirk, definitely go see this kid. With people around the world, if you guys want to know your quirk, see this kid. He will tell you exactly how it works, how it functions, how to make it work better. Trust me, he did it to me. And I'm his teacher. President Mike's like, whoa, Aizawa, that is pretty cool. I would like him to tell me a lot about my faults, about my quirk. And as he says that, Izuku's like, yeah, the fault with your quirk there, President Mike, is you need something to audio control how much force comes out of your quirk. If you just reduce it with your pitch of your voice and actually narrow it down through a hum, you probably destroy everything around you. And as he says that, President Mike's like, good to hear, kid. I am going to practice. And so what goes down is Zuku's like, everyone's like, wow, this kid's amazing. Hey kid, can you tell me this? And what goes down is Midnight's like, she does a whip. And she looks, oh, you guys here, leave my Deku alone. Grabbing the whip, looking at Izuku, and Izuku's like blushing. And she's like, now's not the time to interrupt him. And Izuku Midoria, you can leave the stadium because you're being too much of a nuisance right now. You know what you're doing. Izuku smiles. Sorry, Midnight. Sensei flies away. He goes up in the stadium scene and starts to write things down until he feels this annoying presence next to him. This big booming fire next to him. He feels it. And as he turns around, it's Endeavor. And Izuku's like, whoa! You're the hero Endeavor, right? And he goes, yeah. And Izuku goes, well, that's not surprising. He flies up and goes, can I have your autograph? What the hell for? Because you're the number 2 hero? And he goes, let me get the straight copy hero. You can copy quirks, right? He goes, don't you dare try to imitate my quirk. You're not, even if you would copy my quirk, be nothing to the original. My Shoto will destroy you. And Izuku goes, is that right? You believe Todoroki will beat me just because he has half hot, boom, fire ignites from Izuku's arm, and he has half cold, right, and ice comes on the other side. This is what you believe. He has circumvented your weakness, and you believe because of that he's gonna be number 1 hero and be All Might, correct? And David looks at Izuku. Then he goes, and Izuku goes, no wonder Todoroki hates you. Izuku gets up, teleports his books all the way home, and David goes, what did you say? And Izuku goes, and even if I wanted to imitate your flames are nothing. Izuku bursts into flames like Endeavor, and he goes, this is what your flames can do for me with your quirk is, right? And Izuku puts Endeavor's flames through his stockpiling quirk to amplify it. And Izuku goes, this is what you can produce, right? And Izuku explodes it more into the blue flames. And Endeavor shocked and goes, this is what I can do with your flames. So who's imitation? You or me? And notes, I don't feel no drawbacks from using this flame. Hell, I don't even lose energy anymore. And he's just looking at Izuku like, what? And he's like, Izuku powers down. I'm sorry. Despite you being new, I have no right to talk to a number 2 hero like this. Izuku bows his head down and he goes, whatever happens between you and Shoto is your own thing. Izuku walks away and Endeavor's just shocked. And Endeavor just says, kid! And Izuku looks back at him and goes, don't hold back on my Shoto. And Izuku goes, I wasn't planning on that. I'm going to destroy everyone, just to let you know. I'm going to annihilate everyone in this tournament and solidify me being number 1 hero. Endeavor looks at Izuku. And so you better keep my seat warm, number 2. Because once you become number 1, I'll be right behind you, okay? Number 2. Endeavor looks at Izuku almost around the corner, kind of like giggling. He's like, this kid's funny. And so what goes down is, as Izuku finishes talking to Endeavor, Endeavor sits there and ponders like, this kid just pretty much ruined me right in front of myself. Like, what the hell? But he believes I could become number 1. Endeavor kind of crushes his hands and he goes, He takes some pride knowing that the most powerful person there believes Endeavor can become number 1 only a short period of time because Izuku's going to become number 1. And so Endeavor strives for that. His bashfulness or his aggression towards Izuku died because Izuku showed him that respect. Even though it was small. It was that small amount of respect that Endeavor needed. But when Izuku walks around the corner, he goes, All Might! All Might goes, it's kind of pointless me trying to sneak up on you, kid. And he goes, yeah, I know you're Quirk from a mile away. And he goes, oh, well, what are you here for, All Might? Anyway, he goes, Izuku. I got something I would like to ask you. And Izuku's like, yeah? Don't tell me. You and my mom are dating, right? Almost eyes open wide. And he goes, no, not yet. No, not yet, kid. And Izuku goes, not yet. And almost heads down. And Izuku's like, nah, not to worry, All Might. What's the matter? And then Izuku realizes, you want me to copy your quirk, don't you? All Might goes, please, kid. Please. If my power was to fall into the wrong hands, then I know you can stop me. But the purity of the power itself. I heard from Recovery Girl that you're technically immortal. You're not going to die. That this hyper regeneration that's a part of your body you can't get rid of, right? And Izuku looks at himself and he goes, actually, you're right. I can't. And Izuku looks at himself like, I never. And All Might goes, yes. Recovery Girl's right. So please, Midoria, please take my power. Shake my hand and take my power, please. Izuku looks at All Might. All Might looks at Izuku. He goes, is this like a father-son bond moment there, All Might? All Might kind of gets shocked. Should I call you Dad Might now? And All Might laughs hard out. And Izuku goes, no, not to worry, All Might. And as he goes, All Might goes, eat this. And Izuku goes, I won't need to. He goes, what? I'm not. They go, don't play that game with me. I know that's how you transfer your quirk. Tell me to eat your hair. Izuku ignites All Might's hair into fire. And he's like, huh? What? And Izuku goes, don't worry. He puts his hand down and goes, just touch my hand, All Might. Tricky guy, and All Might smiles. He goes, you should keep one for yourself until you die. And before you die, pass it on. Hey, even if you and mum have another baby, All my eyes just go massive, like his eyes open, his face is blushing. He's like, Izuku's like, man, oh man, you remind me of mom. And All Might goes, it looks like Izuku all just bashful and blushing. And as Izuku touches All Might's hand, and All Might looks at Izuku, what ends up going down is 1-4 activates within All Might. And the 1-4 that was copied within Izuku just explodes. What ends up going down, Izuku instantly starts to emit this type of rainbow of energy out of his body. Izuku lets go and he starts to vibrate, shaking the entire area. As it's going down, Shoto, Todoroki, Bakugo, Tenya Ida, and all of them, they all start to appear. And once they start to get there, the arena starts to shake and crack. Almost like, kid! And Devil's like, what did you do to him? He runs over and he goes, I. Izuku's like shaking, he's vibrating, his quirk is going haywire. That's what everyone believes. What happens is as Izuku's vibrating the whole entire world around him, in Izuku's mindscape, he's opening his eyes, huh? And as he goes to touch his face is not there, but then he starts to project an entire face and body. He goes, what the? Where am I? And as he looks over, he sees all the previous vestiges of 1-4-All. And the first user of 1-4-All, I forgot his name. The first user of 1-4 starts with an R, but I know he's a Shigaraki, so I'm just going to say Mr. R. Shigaraki, okay? He walks over to Izuku and goes, you've copied the power. And Izuku goes, yes, I have copied. Hey, you're the power. Wait a minute. Izuku looks at every single person and he goes, you guys all represent the individual parts that make 1-4-All. And they all smile at Izuku. And he goes, what happens is the first user states, thanks to you, we can now fulfill our true mission of defeating All For One. And Izuku's like, huh? And Nana Shimoda goes up to Izuku and flicks him in the head. You're just like Toshinori in every way of the fashion. She looks at Izuku and Izuku's like, oh! And he goes, wait, you look like my mom. And she smiles. All Might's and the vestige powers on him too. And Izuku's like, whoa, alright. So what do I do now to come back into the real world? And he goes, and what happens, the first user goes, take my hand, kid. And Izuku takes his hand and he goes, you are now the progenitor of the more powerful version of 1-4-All. Take care with us, kid. And as Izuku touches his hand, 1-4 streams across Izuku's body. And as that happens, All Might's like, what the? And Izuku's hair goes fully powered up, this green aura emits and blows everyone away. Even All Might gets pinned to the wall. And Izuku's floating there and he hits the ground. He opens his eyes, his energy dissipates, you know. And All Might and Deva looking at him like, what just happened, kid? And Izuku goes, he clicks his hand and goes, I have mastered 1-4-All, All Might. All Might looks at him and goes, huh? And Izuku goes, shoots out Black Whip straight away right past Endeavor. All Might goes, what the heck is that? And he goes, these are the other quirks I told you that was in your power. Izuku pulls it back in. Endeavor goes, All Might has more abilities. And Izuku goes, well, yeah, All Might has a special stockpiling quirk that allows him to gather power over a period of his ancestors. All Might looks at Izuku and All Might smiles. And Endeavor's like, oh, I see. He walks away pondering that. Did he make the right choice? He made the right choice in making a multi-quirk kid, but All Might's a multi-quirk person, meaning he's still got a way to go. And as Endeavor walks away, he goes, are you right, kid? We evacuated everyone from the stadium. You were actually going to destroy everything. And Izuku looks around and goes, oh, not to worry. He puts his hands down. What he doesn't realize, though, is when he uses Cementos' abilities, he accidentally merges Cementos' abilities and creation. The entire stadium cracked into pieces. Everyone made it there in time before Izuku started to destroy everything. But as Izuku touches the ground, a massive energy appears around the entire stadium. Everything that was destroyed instantly repaired. Not just the concrete, but the all the chairs that were metal, or the plastic, or the glass, everything repaired straight away. And everyone's looking at it like, what just happened? And Izuku goes, he apologized to everyone, and what happens is President Mike asks if people do they want to continue. They're like, yes, they do! But they want an explanation of what happened. And Izuku just explained that he actually sneezed really hard, and it threw his psychic powers through the roof. Everyone believed that. Even President Mike Aizawa knew not to believe that. Endeavor knew that was fake, but yeah. And so it goes down, as they have like a 20-minute intermission before everyone comes back in, you know, feeling safe again. Izuku's sitting in the room and everyone comes to him and goes, wow, Deku, you're amazing. I just saw that what you did. You just did nothing. What we saw was gigantic robots smashed up around, giant holes in the ground all over the stadium. What did you do? And Izuku goes, oh, so they released multiple 0-point robots to prevent us from doing certain things. And not only that, there was a minefield in front of us as well, so I destroyed the entire minefield to allow for you guys to go through. And they're like, wow, Deku, you're just amazing. And Bakugo goes, what was that really? I know that wasn't your telekinesis. I've been hit by your sneeze before. What was that, Deku? That was way more powerful, and you know it. And Izuku goes, I copied all my quirk. Bakugo goes, I thought you copied it. And Izuku looked right at him with green eyes. And Bakugo goes, you really did? And he walks over to him. How are you feeling? And Izuku goes, I'm really shocked, to be honest. My stockpiling quirk has changed everything entirely. And Bakugo goes, why? And he goes, well, I no longer need to care about the 10 no more. Bakugo looks at Izuku like, what? And he goes, yeah, and Izuku uses the ability he learnt to project his thoughts, and he projects all the quirks in the air, and Bakugo and I'm like, what the hell is that around them? What's that, Deku? And he goes, these are my quirks within my body. And they're like, what? So what I visually see when I look at you guys, this is what it looks like, and everyone looks at them and they're like, looking at Izuku, and Bakugo goes, wait a minute, I thought you only had 220. And Izuku goes, yeah, when I walked into the arena, before then I had 220. And Bakugo like, oh, I see. And you're telling me that, and Bakugo goes, wait a minute. So you copied All Might's power, you almost caused a catastrophic disaster just by, and Izuku looks at him and goes, yes, and he goes, I lost it, damn it, Deku. Explain. As it goes, well, I copied all my powers. My usual 10 stockpile now has branched out to all 2,000 on my quirks. So all my quirks are all at 100%, and any quirk I use by itself will be times by 5. All my passive quirks I have no control over no more. But it has a difference. And Bakugo goes, oh, I see. And Izuku goes, I'm getting close to something, okay? All of you guys, I promise, I have a gift for each and every one of you once I find the right quirk to use. And they're like, what? And he goes, I'm trying to find a proper transference quirk without hurting your bodies. Alright? Once I figure out how to do it properly, I got unique abilities for all of you. Like for instance, you, Kachan. I can give you I can copy shock absorption into your body. And he goes, copy a quirk within my body, but once you lose it, he goes, that's why I touched Monoma. Monoma's quirk is really interesting because he can touch someone and copy all their quirk and their abilities for 5 minutes, properly to the level that they had it, right? Well, I added that quirk to my own. I continually copy quirks and copy quirks, right? But I can't paste it until I met Monoma. And Bakugo goes, oh, I see. And as Izuku's talking, Todoroki goes, hey, Midoria. And Izuku looks back and goes, yes, Todoroki? He goes, can we have a talk? Bakugo goes, what's the matter, Icy Heart? Did he hurt your pride? But he says nothing, but he goes, yeah, all good, Todoroki. They go outside and they begin to talk, and Todoroki goes, Izuku so looks at him and goes, so what do you want to say? We've been standing here for 5 minutes now, you just been looking at me, do you want me to look pretty or something? Todoroki kind of blushes and goes, no, that's not what it is. You met my father, right? And Izuku goes, yeah, Endeavor. How could I not meet him? And he goes, yeah, that bastard. And Izuku goes, so you do hate Endeavor. I did see that. And he goes, and then what happens is Todoroki explains his life, his story, who he was, and what Endeavor put him through. And it shocked Izuku to the point where he actually cracked the ground around him. And he goes, huh. Now if I knew that beforehand, I wouldn't have paid your father such a great compliment. That just pisses me off. And he goes, that's why I don't want to use my flames. And Izuku goes, oh, you need to use your flames. And it's Todoroki. He goes, you're going to need to use your flames because if you don't use your flames to try to beat me, you won't be able to beat Kachan. I guarantee you right now without your flames. And he looks at me and he goes, what? I thought you were going to. He goes, I could choose to give up. I could choose not to. You need to beat me. Don't look at me and think I'm more powerful. Think of me as a normal student like Kachan and them. Because you're going to get nowhere with someone like that. And Todoroki goes, oh. And Izuku goes, and not to worry. Understand. Izuku bursts the fire out of his left arm and goes, this is your quirk. Alright? Not your father's. Thanks to your mother's abilities, because your mother's ability is ice, right? And she can control her ice, right? But Todoroki goes, yeah, he goes, your father has minimal fire control. He can barely make a fire lance or anything like that, or fireball projection properly without bursting into flames. And he goes, what's your point? And Izuku goes, look at my hand. Where's the fire, Todoroki? Todoroki looks at Deku's arm. Even though his hand is emitting a little bit of flames, the fire is actually above in the air, not touching nothing at all. He's like, how are you doing that? He goes, you don't realize that you have practical pyrokinesis, hey? And he's like, huh? You got ice kinesis, whatever that is, and you got pyrokinesis. Izuku shoots fire and then manipulates it to turn into like a sort of dragon. And Todoroki's like, what the? I don't know. And he goes, but you gotta have the imagination and the ability to use so. I see by yourself you haven't put much use in your quirk, and now I understand why. And Izuku leans to him and goes, but don't worry about that. You'll destroy your father with this quirk, honestly. And not only that, once I do get to the point where I can give you a quirk, I have a quirk for you to help amplify your ice and your fire, if you don't mind. Todoroki goes, oh, why are you so nice to everyone? And Izuku just states, I have everything. I have everything that technically people want. And I'm not going to be all powerful and just be like that. No, I have the capacity to give people powers. I'm just trying to find the right quirk to duplicate it with, okay? And it's like, oh, I see. So don't you worry. I'll find it eventually. I found all these bloody quirks out here. And none of that. So yeah, and as Izuku Todoroki walk in, he goes, oh, that's what I want to. Just note, I'm not going to hold back when it comes to the cavalry tournament and the final PvP, so I expect none of you guys to hold back. Do you understand me? Cool, I hope you guys be ready, and I'll see you guys then. And so as everyone gets called to the stadium to get ready for the cavalry battle, that's where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you guys like this. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys all so much for your support, and I'll see you guys all next time, okay? But this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.